All right, and welcome YouTube to another React video that's gonna be a little bit. It's not the normal music reacts. We did a PV one. I wanted to start doing some Fat Electrician ones, but this one's not a Fat Electrician specific. This is Fat Files, which is his off-brand one that talks about like how companies work. So we're gonna be reacting to which one is this? Most Gangster Burger Place, Five Guys. So Fat Electrician's talking about Five Guys. A little bit of context. I've been watching Fat Electrician videos for a couple of years now. I've been watching Unsub for a good long while. So I got introduced to the Fat Electrician through Unsub and staying with like Brandon Herrera and Donut Operator. So I've been enjoying their stuff for years now, and now that I'm doing more reacts, I wanted to start reacting to this stuff. So we're going to react to this one. I haven't watched this one yet because I want to react to it the first time. So yeah, let's see what Nick's got for us on Five Guys.
Pretty sure this guy just dethroned Don Voltaggio as my favorite entrepreneur.
That's okay.
Today we're talking about Five Guys burgers and fries. Okay, here's the deal. I was down in South Carolina. I'd never had Five Guys before. I got hungry. I was going to order some DoorDash. Five Guys was an option. Decided to get Five Guys. Heard it was delicious. I ordered 4 cheeseburgers and 4 servings of fries.
Metabolism start to speed up. You can eat anything you want.
Okay, fast forward 35 minutes. What gets delivered?
God damn it. God damn it. Ah, I love it.
To this Airbnb I'm staying at is 2 brown paper sacks with no branding on them, and inside of sack number A is 4 delicious cheeseburgers wrapped in aluminum foil, no branding on that either. Okay, this is kind of fucking weird. Interesting. Big chain, no branding. All right, whatever. Go to bag number 2. I'm not exaggerating. This entire bag is full to the top with French fries. As far as I can tell, they didn't even stick any like holding containers for the French. It's just a bag of fucking French fries.
I can confirm this, that if you go to like Five Guys, if you get more than like 2 servings of fries, they just throw it in a bag and then you just start eating it. Five Guys is really good. I will state that Five Guys is delicious. Couldn't have it most of the time because of a former roommate, and where I live now, there's not really a Five Guys nearby. So their burgers are decent. Their fries aren't all. Their fries are so good.
It's like 5 pounds. It's like they made an entire bag of potatoes into French fries and stuck it in a sack. So like any sane person, I tried the French fries. They're delicious. Now is where I go from not a sane person. I immediately have alarm bells going off. They're up to something. There's no branding. There's way too many French fries for free.
Yeah, they really do. You're like, hey, you're like, all right, cool fries. They're so good. The fries are so good. The burgers are decent, but the fries are they're so good because they're fresh.
I need to figure out what
I know
it is.
that's
so next
the
day,
fact.
I go to Five Guys for lunch in person. While eating inside the restaurant, I'm both impressed but also more
Yeah,
confused.
you
They're
have
giving out
to.
free peanuts. There's bags of potatoes everywhere. The kitchen is open. You can see them making the food, unlike any other burger place I've ever been to in my entire life. So I go back home. I start doing some research, and what I find is not only a pretty incredible business model, but probably the coolest entrepreneur story that I've ever heard in my entire life. And we're going to get into it right after a word from our sponsor.
So I will state this. This is something Nick's really good. The Fat Electrician's good about is he starts out videos explaining like, hey, this is why, and then we're gonna go into it. But he deep dives into these so he understands what's going on. So you actually have a lot more information going into it. And then of course he's got his wife.
Delete me.
Why do you have John Wick's gun?
The squirrels were messing with Mushu again, so this seemed appropriate.
I mean, that does make sense. All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Stupid squirrels. Wait, squirrels!
Oh shit.
It's only going to keep him down for a little bit.
Okay. Okay, he did exactly.
All right, here's the deal. Super simple, straightforward business model. You give them money, they turn around and make sure the data brokers on the internet aren't selling your personal information. What does that even mean? Okay,
Talking about
use the
Delete Me.
entire
By the
internet
way, I will state this. I have used Delete Me. I've been using them for a while. I do recommend Delete Me. Go use hold on, let me get out of the way. Go use that. for Delete Me. They're really good. Like I said, I've been using them. I've been using them since I got hacked on Discord, and I will state 100%. I have gotten way less spam calls and stuff like that, and less emails from people selling my information.
Every free service on the planet inside of a nutshell, okay? There's a saying, if you're not paying for the product, you are the product. What that means is pretty much anything
That's
on
true.
the internet that you use, that's a service, whether that be Google, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all of it, okay? It's all an app, so one of two things is happening.
So,
They're either
yeah,
gonna
go
feed
use
you
Delete
ads,
Me.
and that's how that company makes money since their service is free, or they're gonna collect your personal information, then turn around and sell it to data brokers on the internet, and then they're gonna turn around and sell it to whoever buys it, and next thing you know, you're getting 17,000 robocalls every single day. And that's where Delete Me comes in. They will look through all the major data brokers and find the ones that are selling your personal information and submit opt-out requests on your behalf, and then they are legally obligated to comply. And then they'll continue to monitor these data brokers, and if they get your information again, Delete Me will submit an opt-out request again. Basically, you're paying Delete Me to get rid of all the downsides of all of the free stuff on the internet, which I think is absolutely worth it. If you want to check them out, I'll have a link and a discount code down below. Let's get back to the video. All right, our story begins with the founder of Five Guys Burgers and Fries, Jerry Morrell, who I can only describe as like the most average dude on the planet. Grew up in Michigan, average life, average parents, average school performance, right down the middle, average with perfectly everything. One day he's in class, teacher winds up telling him, you need to pay attention or you're gonna wind up flipping burgers for the rest.
I think I had someone in high school tell me that, and I told them, I don't care.
To your life. So he's like, okay, well, I mean, maybe. So then he starts thinking about it. He decides to go to the local burger place called Push 'em Up Tony's, and people are just packing this place all the time. The dude makes good burgers. Push 'em Up Tony is this, you know, dude. He's got his fucking pet cat in the kitchen that he's petting while he's flipping these burgers. Everybody jokingly called him fur burgers.
Okay, that's kind of based. All right. Big game cats. Hi, cat. It's kind of based.
But they kept eating there because the burgers were delicious. So as a kid, he's looking at this and he's like, I mean, flipping burgers for a living doesn't sound that bad. I mean, Push 'em Up Tony's always busy. He drives a nice car, gets to hang out with his pet cat all day. Maybe it's not that bad of a life. So this is kind of where the seed gets planted. Okay, fast forward, graduates high school, goes off to college. While he's in college, he's working in a fraternity house, cooking all the food for everybody. From here, he graduates college, moves back home to his hometown in Michigan, marries his high school sweetheart, has 3 kids, and starts selling life insurance. The most average story on the planet.
Extremely average in every category. Remarkable, truly. The most average person in our entire armed forces.
And then one day, him and his wife decide they're going to get a divorce. Don't know the context, don't know what happened, don't care, doesn't matter, not pertinent to the story. What does happen is his wife takes his 3 sons and she takes them down to Florida where they move. And Jerry, like any good father, is heartbroken. He wants his boys back, and for whatever reason, I have no idea why, he decides that what he needs to do to get his kids back is to make a bunch of more money.
I can confirm this. Being a father, I can confirm this. All I care about. Like 90% of the time, it's like I'm doing all this stuff. I love hanging out with friends, seeing family and everything, but main thing is being around my son.
Maybe he couldn't afford a good lawyer in the divorce. I have no idea, but that's what he decides. He needs to make a ton of money. So he leaves his hometown, starts bouncing around from big city to big city, trying to figure out how he's going to make all this money, winds up in Texas, tries to start an oil business, blows up in his face. So that didn't work, but he's not taking no for an answer because he's got to get his boys back. Next big idea, bottled water.
I'm just trying to figure out if I can make any money on this.
Bottled
Me
waters.
and you in 2025 sounds like a pretty good idea. That's
Yeah.
a multi-billion-dollar industry today, but you got to remember, this is the early 1970s.
Oh, yeah,
Bottled
that
water
makes
wasn't
sense,
even
yeah.
remotely popular until the 1990s, okay? The 1970s, ain't nobody drinking water. Everybody's smoking cigarettes and drinking Coca-Cola. I mean, we've all seen the documentaries where they're like, here's the graduating class of 1972, and then they show you a bunch of pictures of like 35-year-old men.
I get older.
They say the same age.
And it turns out they are, in fact, actually 18-year-olds. They just look like they're 30-year-old men because they have normal testosterone levels, because their balls aren't full of microplastics, and because they're not fucking drinking water and they're dehydrated. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Just drink water. Anyway.
Water sucks. Gatorade is better.
Oh my god.
Customize
Wait,
Nick's so
am I in one of those?
if Fat Electrician so he's so good about getting like those good punchlines out of nowhere.
with his literal multi-billion-dollar idea and starts looking for investors, starts talking to bankers. Absolutely everybody laughs at him at the notion that somebody would buy bottled water.
Water? Yeah. You mean like in the toilet?
So he abandons the idea, moves on to the next
Idiocracy,
moves on to the
okay.
next big city, winds up in Washington, D.C. While he's there, he is, he's from small town Michigan. He's not used to all this money, all this wealth. He's blown away by how many rich people live in this area. He's got an economics background, so he goes back to school, gets licensed to be a financial advisor, and starts doing that in Washington, D.C., and starts making a good amount of money. From here, he meets his wife, Janie. He's doing so financially well that whatever the context is, he winds up getting his boys back. They move back with him in Washington, D.C., and then Janie gets pregnant and he has another boy. He now has 4 sons. From here, he goes right back to being the most average guy on the planet, living in the Washington, D.C. area, got 4 sons, got the wife, slinging financial products.
He's a pretty average guy. Got it.
Money away for his kids' college fund, just being average Joe to the max. As his 2 oldest sons are getting ready to finish up high school here in a couple of years, neither one of them has any interest in going off to college. Okay, kind of an alarming thing for a mother and father, especially in the 1980s. This is like the pinnacle era of you have to go to college.
It is fiscally irresponsible for me to go to college.
Are you huffing?
God.
No. Are you high?
You're huffing grass?
Then one day, Jerry and Jamie decide they're going to take the boys out to the beach.
Oh God, what movie is that? Oh my God, I don't even remember that movie. Oh no. What movie is that? I'll remember eventually.
They go out to the beach. It's coming up on lunchtime. They decide they're going to look for a restaurant. There's restaurants all up and down this boardwalk, but one of these restaurants has a line of like 250 people just standing there waiting. It's this restaurant called Thrasher's, and the crazy part is they only sell French fries.
No, you're not allowed to go.
French fries. No hot dogs, no hamburgers, just French fries. 250 people waiting in line. And this reminds him of Push 'em Up Tony's and the Fur Burgers back home. And then it reminds him of what his teacher told him.
Accepted? Okay.
In school, you're not going to
See, I knew you. We've watched so many movies. Edge. We've watched so many movies in our lifetime that we're like, I couldn't remember because I know I've seen it. I just didn't remember it. But we've watched so many movies. So many movies. Anyways.
Just maybe, that's not that bad of an idea.
Oh, okay.
So he gets approval from his wife first, and then he sits down his boys and he's like, okay, look, we've saved up $70,000 to send you kids off to college. If you want to go to college, we'll pay for it. Absolutely, 100%. It's basically your money. But if you guys don't want to go to college, I'll give you the money and we can...
$70,000 and it's like the 80s? Late 70s, early 80s? That's a shit ton of money. That really is.
Start a business together, which is beautiful. I mean, you got to remember, he already lost his boys once. He doesn't want to lose them again. If he could start a business and provide them with a living, and he gets to hang out and work with his sons all day, every day, even if they don't become rich, he's still rich. And sure enough, the boys want to work with dad. Okay, so what's the business model going to be? We're going to take Push 'em Up Tony's, and we're going to take Thrashers, and we're going to smash them together. We're going to make hamburgers and French fries, and we're going to make them so well that people line up 250 deep to buy them from us. Why are we picking hamburgers and French fries? Well, because Jerry is the most average man on the planet, and that's all he likes.
I just have a little plain cheeseburger. Sometimes my other favorite burger is a plain hamburger, ketchup mustard on it, and another one is just a plain hamburger with nothing but raw onions.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say all 4 of those boys.
What hero? Oh, you did? Oh, that's a rip.
Boys were conceived in missionary position. Just saying. So what are we going to call this restaurant?
Wait, what?
And say all 4
on it, and another one is just a plain hamburger with nothing but raw onions.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say all 4 of those boys were conceived in missionary position. Just saying. So what are we going to call this restaurant?
God damn it. Yeah. 5 minutes. What? Twitch hates you. Twitch just... That's so stupid because you were in my stream yesterday too. I know you were. Twitch, get your shit together.
Well, it's me and my 4 boys. That's 5 guys, and we're selling burgers and fries. Brain Blast, that's the name of the restaurant. Five Guys Burgers and Fries.
The most average person.
Okay, now from here, I can't tell if Jerry is like a diabolical genius or if he has a full-on Field of Dreams moment, like if you build it, they will come. Obviously referring to the perfect hamburger accommodated by the perfect French fry. Actually, no, I am pretty positive. He definitely had the second one because he becomes bound and determined to make the perfect hamburger and the perfect French fry, and he is thoroughly convinced that if he can do that, literally nothing else matters. You think I'm exaggerating? I'm not. He literally defies all conventional wisdom, ignores all the common business practices, and is just locked in tunnel vision on developing a good hamburger and good French fries.
This is the good stuff.
I mean, yeah, as long as you make really good food, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't.
Snakes and sparklers.
He starts telling all his family and friends he's putting his life savings into selling burgers and French fries. And they're like, oh, you're starting up a restaurant. Are you going to have a salad option? Absolutely not. How about chicken nuggets? No. How about a burrito? No.
Nope.
How about a chicken sandwich? No. Burgers and French fries.
You don't have no black cats? No Roman candles or screaming memes?
No.
You don't got no lady fingers, buzz buttles, snicker bombs, church burners, finger
Joe
bombs,
Dirt
butt butters,
is another
chicken
good
ear
one.
nuts, crap flappers?
No, I don't.
He is so thoroughly convinced that the only recipe to success is a good hamburger and good French fries that he intentionally makes opening up his first business as hard as humanly possible. He literally and intentionally picks the shittiest location he could possibly find in this rundown strip mall in Arlington, Virginia. And his thought process was, if I can do this successfully,
That just sounds like a nightmare. It really does. Like, I word restaurants. It's like location, location, location. Like, you really need to have a solid location.
in this shitty location, I can do it literally anywhere. So it gets this location up, gets it ready. From here, he has to perfect the menu. From here, I can only assume he's like, what's our competition? McDonald's? Okay, what's McDonald's have? The Big Mac? What's that got? 2 1.5-ounce patties? All right, cool. Here's our thing.
I'll say this. The only thing I eat from McDonald's is their breakfast, and that's it. Otherwise, I can't have their burgers. Their burgers are so... Their fries are decent, but their burgers, no. Their breakfast menu, that's where I get it, but I've been a Burger King person anyways, but even then I don't eat a lot of Burger King. So anyways,
we're gonna have hamburgers, we're gonna have cheeseburgers. They're gonna come in 2 sizes. The smaller one for kids is gonna have 1 3.5-ounce patty, more than a Big Mac. We're gonna call that one the little guy because fuck McDonald's. Our normal hamburgers and cheeseburgers are gonna have 2 3.5-ounce patties, and that meat is gonna be fresh, never frozen. And the bun that those hamburgers go in is gonna be fresh from a bakery, baked that morning. And I'm gonna have 17 different toppings that you can put on those hamburgers and cheeseburgers. And guess how much extra each topping is gonna cost? Fucking nothing. And all that shit, the lettuce, the tomatoes, the onions, all that's gonna be fresh too. Okay, cool. What about the French fries? We're gonna buy fucking potatoes and we're gonna turn them into French fries. Okay, we're not gonna do what McDonald's does and have some factory spitting out frozen French fries into a bag and then transport them frozen across the country and then throw them into the fryer.
Again, that's one big thing there is, yeah, their fries are so good because they're fresh. They really are.
No, we're gonna take potatoes, we're gonna salt them, we're gonna put them in oil, and then we're gonna feed them to the world. Okay, I mean, look at McDonald's French fries ingredients. We've got potatoes, vegetable oil, canola oil.
They really are.
Soybean oil, hydrogenated soybean oil, natural beef flavor, wheat and milk derivatives, dextrose, sodium, acid pyrophosphate, main color, salt, quote, beef flavor, contains hydrolyzed wheat and hydrolyzed milk as starting ingredients, contains wheat and milk. Now let's look at the Five Guys French fries ingredients: potatoes, salt, peanut oil. The end. Does peanut oil cost more? Absolutely, but it doesn't matter because
yeah, that's like a lot of like main fast food restaurants, like McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. Is they put even Chick-fil-A, the Chick-fil-A's takes a little bit longer because they still try and do things somewhat fresh, but like the big 3, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, they're more for convenience than they are quality, which is why you have to find the right stores, because some have a better quality than the others. Simple as that. Like, I've got a McDonald's, a Wendy's, and Burger King near me. I won't eat. I try never to eat at McDonald's, but I don't even eat the breakfast at the McDonald's near me, because they're just, it's not good. The Burger King near me is okay, but they're not great. The Wendy's is actually probably the better one. There's also a Sonic nearby, but we don't even touch that Sonic. That Sonic is not good at all. It's horrible. It's like the worst. Just saying. But yeah, again, where I live, there's not a Five Guys near me, and I really like Five Guys. Five Guys is really good.
That's what makes the fries better, and we're not in the business of saving money. We're in the business of making the best burger and fries on the planet.
Snakes and sparklers are the only ones I like.
The best rated burger in fast food with more beef than a Big Mac. Keep up, Ronald.
Funny, yeah. There is a Jack in the Box near me. That's not good either.
Burger and fries on the planet.
Snakes and sparklers are the only ones I like.
Buh! That also means he's going to lose out on customers that have a peanut allergy. Buh! Don't care. Five Guys is in the business of making the best French fries possible, not bending the knee to your weird food allergy. In fact, they're going to double down and give out free peanuts to everybody waiting in line to send the clear message: if you can't eat the best French fries in the world, fuck you. Just to be clear, for legal reasons, at no point has Five Guys officially said or alluded to anything remotely close to that. However, that's what they actually do, and that's how I interpret it, and I think it's kind of funny. Yeah, I know, I'm a bad person. Anyways, moving on. Oh, and these can't just be any potatoes.
That's a direct attack on me too. I get it. I'm a bad person.
No. These need to be russet potatoes from Idaho, but even that's not specific enough. These need to be russet potatoes from Idaho, specifically in the Snake River Basin, which is north of the 42nd parallel. Because, and I quote, potatoes are a lot like oak trees. The slower they grow, the more solid they are. We like our northern potatoes because they grow in the daytime when it's warm, but then stop at night when it cools down. It would be a lot easier and a lot cheaper if we got California or Florida potatoes. The dude is autistic about burgers and French fries.
I love that. He really is. If he's, wow. That's so specific.
And I
okay.
love it. Okay, if you're not picking up what I'm putting down, homie has went full plankton getting the Krabby Patty secret recipe. He has developed the greatest hamburger and French fry of all time. That's it. That's the whole menu. I've got a hamburger, I've got a cheeseburger, I've got 17 different toppings. I'll put whatever you want on it, and I've got French fries. The end. Okay, sounds stupid.
Keep it simple,
Actually
stupid.
Genius. What have we learned on this channel? Keep it simple, stupid. Pick
Yep.
one thing you want to do, be the absolute best at it. Best pound for pound money making fast food place on the planet, Chick-fil-A. Guess what they sell? Chicken sandwiches. The end. So the menu's
Chick-fil-A is so good too. It really is. I don't care if you don't like the owner's religious beliefs or anything. It's so good. Their chicken's so good.
set. The food is ready. 1986. He opens up Five Guys. Does he do a
86.
grand opening? No. Does he?
It really
advertise
is.
at all?
Sucks that it's not open on
He is
Sundays.
Convinced that if he can just get one customer to walk through that door and taste this delicious hamburger, he's going to tell all of his buddies, and then he's going to be successful. So they open up.
Field of Dreams is a good movie too, by the way.
Absolutely nobody.
I love
Nobody knows
it.
they exist. They didn't advertise. They didn't have a grand opening. Nobody shows up. First 45 minutes, nobody shows up. Then one dude just saunters in, happening to find it randomly, eats the hamburger. By 12:30, they're fucking packed. Okay, he's done it. He's built the perfect cheeseburger. He's built the perfect French fry. And sure enough, people showed up despite him not advertising, despite him being in a horrible location. His plan is working. Five Guys Burgers and Fries is profitable from day one. Somewhere along the line, people start complaining that his restaurant takes a little bit longer in comparison to, like McDonald's and other places. Jerry doesn't give a single shit, okay? Perfection takes...
You know what? Quality over quantity.
time.
Cooking is art, and the shit I cook is the bomb, so don't be telling me.
Shit you cook is shit.
In response to this, Jerry hangs...
Such a good scene from Breaking Bad. Describe McDonald's and Five Guys. I love it.
Up a sign on
Yeah,
the
convenience
door that
versus
says, and I quote,
quality,
"If you're in a hurry,
but
there's a lot of really
our
good
quality
burger places
versus
within a short walking distance
convenience.
from here."
That's what it is.
Five Guys doesn't give a shit, and I absolutely love it. Just straight up, we're the best. We know we're the best. If you don't want to wait in line, cool. Kick rocks. Go somewhere else. There's 249 other people in queue that I can make.
That's a perfect saying right there. Like, yeah, convenience versus quality. You gotta decide. Do you want to be quick or do you want good food? You know, it's the difference between fast food and a sit down restaurant. And you've got to decide. Like I've been craving pizza, but I haven't been like ordering pizza because like tomorrow I'm gonna go up to go see Nick and them for this unsubscribed show, but up there is a Chicago style pizza place, and I already know a medium. It like the pizza there, it takes like 45 minutes to make because they make it fresh and everything, but it's Chicago style. I want Chicago style so bad. Bob Evans, yeah. Oh yeah. IHOP's so good. Yeah. Chicago style is so good. Listen, if you're New York style, I'm sorry, you're missing out. Chicago is better.
For next. They continue to grow the business. They're making hamburgers, they're making french fries, things are going good. Time to open up another location. So he goes to the bank, asks for a loan. Full honesty, I have no idea how this conversation went down, but I imagine it was something along the lines of this. Okay, you want to open up another hamburger shop, your first.
You're a flat pizza guy.
Tell me about
Closer to New York style.
Absolutely not. We
Get
don't do
it.
any marketing.
I love Chicago style.
We just rely on word of mouth by making really good hamburgers and really good french fries. Okay. Are you looking at like expanding the menu?
We're gonna go back through this. No, I get that. Listen, I like pizza. I like Domino's. They're great styles of pizzas. But like, when I really want a pizza, I want like Chicago style. I don't know. There's something about Chicago style that just it does it for me. And no hate towards New York style pizza, just Chicago style so good. And like I know Hero, I know you live over in that area, so that's a little more common. So that New York style is harder to get that thinner, that thin slice and everything like that. That's a little bit harder to get, like a good version of it. Where I live, we don't have either of them. We have just chain restaurants, and the pizza's okay, but there's some styles that just you can't go wrong with. Just saying.
Down, but I imagine it was something along the lines of this. Okay, you want to open up another hamburger shop, your first one's fairly successful. Tell me about the business. Do you have a marketing plan in place? Absolutely not. We don't do any marketing whatsoever. We just rely on word of mouth by making really good hamburgers and really good french fries. Okay, are you looking at like expanding the menu? Absolutely fucking not. Okay, do you deliver? Are you looking to start delivering the food? No. I make good hamburgers and good french fries, so good that they're gonna come to me. Okay, so your entire business model is just to make really good hamburgers and really good french fries, so much so that they'll come to you, you won't deliver, but they don't know you exist because you're not doing any marketing and you're only willing to sell hamburgers and french fries. Yep, just get out. No, the answer is no. We're not investing in your hamburger stand. Jerry basically gets laughed out of the bank, at which point he goes to his family and friends. He's getting like $5,000 loans from relatives, $10,000 loans from people that believe in the company, and he gets enough money to open up a second location. And that's
So one thing, sorry, I have to mention about Nick's, just his looks. He's super tattooed out, which is awesome and everything. It's always funny because I keep forgetting that he does have a nose piercing, like in his upper nose, and it's just like that one little stud, and it's like kind of like me because I have a tongue piercing, but I have like no other piercings. It's like, oh yeah, you have this. Sorry, it's something I noticed because I keep forgetting he has that from all of his videos.
pretty much how it goes between
Anyways.
the 1980s all the way up until 2001. By then, he's got 5 locations. Now, 5 locations in 2 decades for a fast food place is not a lot of growth. Like, that's not very fast. And part of that reason is
No,
not
it's
because
not.
he can't get funding. It's because people have been approaching him for like the last 10 years wanting to start a franchise of their own version of Five Guys. And Jerry's just like, no, absolutely not. You're going to fuck up my precious burgers and french fries. You're not going to do it right. Nobody's touching this except for me. By 2022, he burgers and french fries. You're not going to do it right. Nobody's touching this except for me. By 2022, he finally gives it up and he's willing to have franchisees come on and run their own version of Five Guys, but he is on their ass like white on rice. To this day, Five Guys is sending in 2 secret shoppers every single week. Not quarterly, not yearly, every week. Corporate is sending in 2 secret spies to make sure that you're upholding.
Yeah. Okay. I respect that.
Their image. The food needs to be delicious and everything better be clean, right? That's the whole part of the fresh thing. They have an exposed kitchen where you can sit there and watch somebody make your food fresh. Everything needs to be spotless, and corporate is hell-bent on making sure that happens. Jerry and his sons aren't budging for anybody on their standards, and I absolutely love it. And I mean absolutely anybody, because in the 2000s, they got so popular in the DC area that the Pentagon called and wanted them to deliver some food.
Holy cow.
Jerry said, nah, we don't deliver. To which the person from the Pentagon said, sir, this is the Pentagon. Everybody delivers to the Pentagon. To which Jerry said,
I don't give a fuck.
He then gets another phone call.
You've got to have balls to tell the government, fuck off. You really have to have balls to tell the government to fuck off in that aspect.
From that guy's boss. It is an admiral from the Navy. Admiral, same thing as general, but for the Navy. Okay, super important guy. He then proceeds to tell Jerry, bro, this is the Pentagon. You have to deliver to the Pentagon. Jerry says, no, I don't. He then proceeds to get a 24-foot-long sign that's 2 feet tall that says, we don't deliver, and hangs it up in all of his stores in Washington, D.C. It's so stupid that it's...
That's stupid. I love it. Telling the government to go fuck themselves. I love that.
It's actually genius. It's literally the exclusivity luxury tactic. It's just never been pulled off with something so simple as hamburgers. It's like what ridiculous luxury brands do, like Rolex or Ferrari. Just this attitude of like, I don't give a shit what the customer wants. I'm making perfection, and if you want it, get in line. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Five Guys is like some snooty luxury hamburger. I'm just saying they're worried about quality and they're not willing to budge or compromise for absolutely anyone. And when I say anyone, I mean literally anyone, because in 2009, Barack Obama, the most powerful man on the planet, wanted a Five Guys hamburger. Guess what he had to do? He had to get his ass up out of the Oval Office and walk to a Five Guys and order a hamburger in line.
God damn, you make the president have to walk in? Yeah, you've got a thought process, and yeah, okay. Respect.
Just like everybody else. You don't gotta like it, but you absolutely can't not respect it. Telling the most powerful man in the world if he wants to eat one of your hamburgers, he needs to come get it, is gangster as fuck, which is not something I ever thought I would say about a...
Yeah, truly, that's true power. I don't care who you are. You want my food, you have to come get it. I don't have my Netflix anymore. Hero, just because I'm like, I have to start saving up money. High level gothic experience. I'm gonna have to check it out. I think my uncle's watching it, so I might borrow his Netflix. I mean, we live in the same house, so I might borrow his Netflix to watch it. I know I've seen stuff from it and it looks really interesting, so anyways. Wait, what? Oops.
Fast food place, but here we are. Oh, you said at the beginning of the video.
Oh, that'd be good. If it's like a weekly episode, maybe just do a weekly watch. I'd be down with that.
Video that you had it DoorDash to your location, so they do deliver. But no, there's a distinct difference. Five Guys doesn't deliver.
That is true. DoorDashing, Uber Eats, and everything is not the store delivering. That is an independent contractor going to pick up your food after you order it online to grab it and bring it to you.
For anybody. But if you want to hire a
It's one
stranger
pill.
to go
Oh,
pick
okay.
it up for you, that's your business. But nobody working for Five Guys is taking you your burger because they're busy making perfection. And that's why Five Guys today is so successful. They've got
Again, it's an independent contractor going out to grab the food and bring it to you, and you're tipping them. So it is not the store delivering it to you. It's a third party. It's the middleman bringing you your food.
got over 2,000 locations with 1,000 more on the way, and they're so busy they're not even accepting applications for future franchisees. Right out of the gate, they did pretty
holy
much
cow.
everything wrong. They intentionally picked a shitty location when they were starting out. They don't deliver. They have a small menu. They're expensive in relation to their competition, and you know what? None of it matters because Jerry and his sons have mastered the Field of Dreams fuck you business strategy. If you make the perfect product, the customer's gonna come. Nothing else matters, and if anybody tries to distract you or veer you off course, tell them to get bent.
United States of America is based on fuck you. You're a king, you have an army, greatest navy in the history of the world. Fuck you, blow me.
That's it. That's all I got. Five Guys.
Oh God, I love that. Hold on, we gotta listen to that again real quick.
To get bent.
We got it.
America is based on fuck you. You're a king, you have an army, greatest navy in the history of the world. Fuck you, blow me.
Funniest part is like greatest navy in the world at the time. Yeah, the English had a navy that was not getting beat, and we told them to fuck off. History started in 1776.
That's all I got. Five Guys is literally the most gangster burger place on the planet. Literally founded by a guy who sat down and was like, I want to hang out with my sons all day, and built a multi-billion-dollar hamburger and french fry empire to do it. And if that's not the American dream, I have no idea what is. Thanks for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch over at thefatelectrician.com. Quack bang out. I need to build a company so I can work with my kids forever.
God damn it, Nick. That was the Fat Electrician, everyone. That was the Fat Files. Talking about Five Guys. You guys want to see more of this or more of that stuff? Let me know. I would love to like react to his newer like history and Fat Files stuff that he puts out as they come out. If you want me to react to some stuff that is in the past, his Chuck E. Cheese one is great, and I would love to just like go over that one because it's really good. Because it's a fever dream that shouldn't exist. So let me know in the comments. Of course, if you're liking this, consider subscribing. Of course, like, comment. Electrician stuff, I wouldn't mind doing more. He's so good. He's so informational. I love it. Anyways, because I'm recording this live, you know, YouTube, if you enjoyed this, consider all of that, and I will see you all in the next one. I'm going to continue doing some stuff on Twitch, and if you want to, you can come check me out live on Twitch or Kick. Anyways, until next time, everyone, take care.